All right, here we go. It's 2 o'clock, Thursday. This was cut on Monday at, I don't know when I start, 3:30. So that wet stuff that was up is now drier than the stuff that was dry underneath. I think we're good here. There's no lack of moisture in it. I mean, this is wilted and very green, but it's not like slopping fresh cut. We shall see. It's even. I've always baled dry on top, really wet on the bottom, and it'll even out in the bale. But this stuff, having been raked, should be a little more consistent. Not that any of the other stuff ever had any problems feeding. So now we're going to start the bale count. Hope everything goes good. Alright, well, this is outside, which is a little raggy and has some weird grass and whatever, but my scale on the baler is reading a little bit big, and I don't know why. I was thinking we were going to be about 54, 55 inches by the way it was. I was starting to get nervous, but that's about a 50-inch bale right there, so we'll just keep going here and see what happens. Alright, well, I used a very accurate hand measure on that one. It's 54, so I think it's just going to vary a little bit based on what we have. I'm going to stick with that. I'm not going to go down. They seem to be okay. I mean, the moisture is good. I got no complaints with that. These raked windrows are a little ropey. I'm gonna bale slow, which it'll help the packing. Yeah, we'll stick with that for a while. Well, now that the windrows are kind of consistent, we've settled down to making them all about the same size. They're 52 to 54, so I really want to increase my density a couple 100 pounds, but there's plenty of moisture in those bales, so I think I'm going to stick with what I have. We'll have to get a baling shot on these windrows. I mean, they're making decent shaped bales. I was worried about there being a lot more volume in the middle. I can't weave. I got them laid side by side like that, and there's more in the middle than there is on the sides, but they're coming out pretty consistent square edge, so I can't complain. I just drive straight. The other thing is these are doubled, so every round I make, I'm like, holy man, am I getting bales in a hurry? But it's 2 to 1, so. Someday this phone's gonna fall out the window and I'm gonna bale it. Well, I did crank my density up a few 100 pounds. It's still fine, but the guys with the low number guesses are already out, so we'll see where we get to. The guys with the higher guesses are well, yeah, I guess if the low guys are out, the guys with the higher guesses are still in the running here. It'll go away pretty fast now. We're getting down, but you don't have to go far between bales. All right, well, I've been baling an hour said, it's we're out of turns now. We're down to the strips, so there ain't that many left. I'm still gonna run these corners with the rake. I have no earthly idea how many bales I got right now, but more than I thought. This last stuff coming up to these strips, I've only plugged once and had to shut it down and pull a mess out of the auger, but we're gonna have a bale here shortly. We're getting there. Yeah, funny. On the last field, my bale monitor buzzer, which hasn't worked in 2 years, it's been working flawlessly. Don't ask me. It fixed itself. People always say it's not going to fix itself. Sometimes it does. End's gonna have a little bit of slug on them. We'll just clutch and let it pull. That was almost a plug. Okay, well, I'll finish this and I'll get us a final tally. Alright, now if I was one of the big farm channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, I would say somebody could hit the bale number right on the head. We had a lot of people guess, but I didn't think anybody would come out right on the money. Rowley Dairy said 39 bales and a partial. That is 39 bales and that's a partial. We're gonna have to give them credit for being a brilliant hay guesser. That's a lot of bales off this field. The last time I baled sorghum over here, I got 41, I think. But that had an extra half an acre on it. That had that piece that's pasture now, and it had the piece that's behind this. This kind of angled over. I picked up about a half acre extra. So 39 in the partial is pretty darn amazing if you ask me. That's a lot of cow feed to get these things wrapped. I got, like I've been saying on how many videos, I got enough, but this is good stuff here. I'm glad there's this many of them. All right, well, when we get to wrapping here, I got to throw the loader on. Cody's not home yet. I'm going to start moving bales, get them, the far ones plugged up here so I can keep them wrapping fast. And I'll probably run one full wrapped bale on a video here and we'll call it good. So congratulations, Rowley Dairy. That was an amazing guess. Well, I got a second because Cody lost his wrap. I'm not sure how he ripped it, but he had to reattach. We're not half done yet, but we're going all right. Chino went to A&W and got us burgers. So, we ate A&W burgers and mushrooms and cheese curds. But it's going all right. There's a few that are a little bit floppy because before I tightened them down, but They are good moisture and wrapping really nice. All right, there we go. It's just about 7. So I guess we'll call this the end of that. So this 4-acre field, winter rye had 21, and sorghum made 39. So I made 60 bales off this 4-acre field in 2 cuttings. And that's why I do it. Around here, you're not going to do that any other way. You're not getting 4 cuttings of alfalfa. Plus, this field is right next to the bale yard. And next year, it'll go in oats with hayseed under it. We'll put it back in trefoil and timothy. Like that other one, it should grow that good now. Most of the lumps and bumps are out of here. It's one of the reasons I've kept it this long. It's pretty flat now. Little mini ruts, but the disc fixes that. Alright, well, thanks for watching. If you watched this far, give it a like. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Still got 3.5 acres of millet down the road. And now next week looks really good. We're, practically in September, but we'll see if that forecast stays. Might even get a couple of dry round bales around here. Thanks.